Hi guys, it's Nancy, and I have another video here using some new releases. I have the Handmade Holidays, and I'm using the Happy Holidays sentiment, but I want to show you there's a lot of beautiful sentiments on here for all of the holidays. You have Happy St. Patrick's Day, Happy Valentine's Day, Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Mother's Day, Happy Father's Day, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Halloween, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Easter. And then, you know, for the back of your cards, there's Handmade with Love, Handmade Just for You, Handmade Card Enclosed for your envelopes, Handmade Card, and then there's some hearts. So a lot of fun things here. If you're looking for a good sentiment set, this is a perfect one for the holidays. And then I have the beautiful baskets too. Now I don't have the dies. I'm waiting for the dies to come. But if you have beautiful baskets, this coordinates with the dies and that set, and you can make a beautiful layering set. But I've pulled off the basket, this one here. I have that in my Misty. And then I have already on the Gina K masking magic, I've already die cut the poinsettia, the solid poinsettia. And I have the solid and the outline on my acrylic blocks. Okay, so I have the Happy Holidays sentiment and the basket on my Misty, and I have the poinsettias pulled out. So I wanted to do a little masking and some stamping. So the Happy Holidays, we're going to stamp that on with Christmas Pine. First. And I'm using Gina K layering weight cardstock here. That's pretty good. Do one more. Oh, now I moved it. Whoops. That had moved. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Clean that up. Okay, so that's our sentiment. And before I stamp the basket down, I wanted to just put some florals down before I put my basket in place. So I'm just going to freehand stamp like right here where the handle is, where the basket is. And I have some red velvet, so I'm going to do that. And it'll kind of just sit in front. Of the handle, if that makes sense. And just a little bit of the cherry red in the middle there. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I wanted like, see, that's right on the handle. And then I just wanted like one of the florals in front of the basket here. Just down here in the corner. Same color. Before I stamped my basket, and then we'll mask those off and then put the basket down. And then put some more florals behind the basket. Okay, and then I want to add the outline. And let me make sure I line this up properly. I guess I could do that with the Misty to make sure I align that up properly. Make sure my head doesn't bump that camera. I'm going to see how it looks with the darker red. If I don't like the darker red, then I'll go in with black. And that's the cherry red. That's okay. It's not too bad. Again, that basket's going to be, we're going to mask this off. I'm going to give that a second to dry, and then I'm going to mask it off, and we're going to put the basket in place. And then we'll stamp a couple florals inside the basket. That looks good. And I have my 2 little masks cut already. Oh, whoopsie, my ink wasn't dry all the way. A little smear there. That's all right. It's an opportunity to embellish. Okay, and there's that one. Get the backing off. There we go. Okay, and then this is the second one. Which I believe goes like that. Okay, so now we have our 2 masks on, and we're going to put our basket back over. So then it'll look like those flowers are in the forefront, and then we can stamp our basket on, and then continue to stamp our flowers, so it'll look like we have some poinsettias in the basket. These flowers will look like they are in front of the basket. Okay. And I've grabbed some warm cocoa and charcoal brown ink. I'm going to start with the warm cocoa. Imagine if this were like a potpourri basket and there was this fragrant smell of like cinnamon coming out of there. Wouldn't that be nice to walk into a house, have these beautiful poinsettia baskets and this fragrant smell of potpourri, cinnamon for the holidays. Okay, press down a little harder there. Okay. All right, that one looks pretty good. And then I'm going to go in with my charcoal brown, and I'm just going to add a little bit of darkness just around the bottom here with the darker charcoal brown, just to add a little bit more depth to that basket. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, now, clean this up. Now I need some more of my masking magic because I need to stamp some flowers in here. So we're going to take our basket. We're going to stamp our basket, and we're going to cut that out there. All right, so now I have this part of my basket. So now I can mask this part off, And I can stamp my florals. Now they will look pretty. So I'm just going to do like, maybe I'll do this one kind of up a little higher and then just do like two smaller ones a little lower there. And that'll be a lighter, this is Red Hot. I really need the top of that. Perfect. Perfect. And then I could even take this mask and move it over so that it covers this flower. So the next one will be behind there. And again, we'll just kind of angle it. It's kind of behind the basket, behind the flower. We just need a little peek of it poking through, just the corner. Okay, that's pretty good. You know, masking is time consuming because you're die cutting and you're stamping and you're moving things around. But once you reveal how everything looks when you're done masking, it does look really pretty. It really does. Let me just look at those couple right there. All right, we're gonna mask this side over here. Actually, I'm gonna mask this a little better. Just make sure everything's dry before you stick your fingers in it. Okay, and then we're going to mask this. Stamp that. Let me do this. Not that this matter because you're not going to see too much of it. I'm not going to mess with that one. All right, let's do this little guy. Make sure everything's always tucked into the corner of your MISTI so it lines up. Okay, that looks good. All right, and then while I have those masks in place, I want to do the outline stamp. And I think for these middle flowers, I'm going to go back in because I noticed the red kind of faded. So I'm going to go back in, and I think I'm going to do the outlines in black. Let me grab my Gina K Black Onyx. They dried back a little, which is okay, but I think the black will really make them pop and stand out. Oh yeah, that's a huge difference. So let's fix that one. I'm trying not to put my head in the frame, you guys, so if I've done that or bumped the camera, I apologize. Okay. Oh, I didn't have that one lined up properly. Misjudged that one. That's okay. Behind that one, so we should be okay once I line this one up in front. It's not looking too bad though. Not too bad at all. Okay, and then this one. Oh, I need my basket. Just be careful with the ink and the ink transferring to your fingers from the mask. That's what you have to be careful of when you're doing masking, because we still have that one to do. So just be careful of that. Okay, beautiful. A little bit more down the bottom. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, very, very pleased with that. And then we have one more to redo at the bottom here. This is actually very easy to line up because the petals are all different. So you can easily look through this floral image and see which of these petals is a little different. And okay, hey, this one is a little more curved, or this one's a little bit bigger. And so it's pretty easy to look through here and see which one stands out. All right. And oftentimes I will save my masks with my stamp set because even though that ink is on there, once it dries, it won't transfer. And I can reuse those masks over and over again. So there's a tip for you guys. Now I'm not done yet. I think this is pretty, but I think I need to add some more color to it. So I'm going to do some ink blending, and of course we're going to add this to some cardstock. So let me just clean up my desk and I will be right back. Okay, I have some fresh asparagus cardstock here and some fresh asparagus ink. Taking a Gina K blending brush. I'm just going to take a little bit of that, and I'm just going to go around the edges of my cardstock here. I did cut this down to 5 by 3 3/4, by the way. Just going around the edges here. Bring some of that green in. So we have the green and the red, you know, traditional holiday colors. Okay, also going to bring a little bit of that into the edges of my cardstock just to darken it up. This is cut down to 5.5 by 4 1/4. And it's going to be an A2 size card, so I have a card base ready to go. I think it's 5.5 by 4 1/4. It looks short. 4 1/4. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to take our new Intri-cut machine, and I'm going to show you how to do the embossing folder real quick. This is Gina K's fresh asparagus cardstock, so it is heavier cardstock. Okay, let me wipe this down real quick. Okay, so we're going to make sure that both of our dials are on 2. This is in the middle, which is 0. Dial 2 is on 0, and the first dial is on 2. Okay, and I think it's easier if you guys see it this way. We're going to pop this open. I already have my handle attached. Okay, so you just pull down. Here, pull down and attach. It's kind of hard for me to do left-handed. Okay, and then it's going to suction cup right to the desk, and then you push in, and then it's locked in. Okay, and I'm going to use my favorite embossing folder from Gina K, which is the tapestry one. And I'm just going to put my Gina K cardstock in there, and then I'm just going to use my base platform. I think that's all I need for this one, right? Oh, I need the adapter. Adapter. This, right? And that's it. Is that all I need? All right. 2D. It didn't feel like it was thick enough. Nope, that's not thick enough. cutting mat. Sorry. And somebody asked, can you run it back and forth? Yes, you can go back and forth. So I will go once, and if you wanted to go backwards, you can. It's very easy to do. Cutting mat and platform, sorry. Ta-da! Perfectly embossed. All right, so then all I do is just pull my little base things out, fold it back up, and now it is unstuck from my mat. I'm going to use my Gina K adhesive. And I hope you guys took advantage of the Black Friday sale. Oh, my ink was on the other side. Whoops. Oh, it doesn't matter. Still pretty. And stocked up on all your essentials. I know I did, because I knew I was running low on these guys. Ta-da! Look how easy this is. You pop it out, you pop it in. That's how easy it is. Then this little jobby goes back in here. Where'd this come out of? Oopsie. I popped it out and I don't know where it popped out from. Oh, right here, Nancy, right on top, where your finger rests, the little silicone thing. And then snap shut. That's it. Simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oopsie, that was not cool. And you know what? I think because it's textured, let me do it this way. Oh, that's much easier. Okay. All right. And that, I know, took a little longer than... Oh, I had plenty of thing on there. It just wasn't sticking because it's textured. Okay. Much easier to do. But that was using the brand new Handmade Holidays Sentiments. Wonderful little sentiment set. And using the Beautiful Baskets 2, which if you have Beautiful Baskets 1, it's going to coordinate beautifully, from Gina K Designs. I know it took me a little bit longer because I did the masking, but hopefully you enjoyed watching me make this card. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Go check out all of the other new releases and the new Intri-cut machine. And if you are into foiling the white toner sheets, which will work with all of your foils. And if you have any questions, post them down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and keep on stamping. Bye-bye.